So shortly you'll get to hear from our entire cast, whose estimable skills do not include sword swallowing, since that would not be good for their vocal cords. But I'd like to point out that I'd also like to point out this sideshow on our stage is not a commentary on the sideshow of current political events. Our live snake, whose name is Cupcake, is completely apolitical. All right. So, so our 6 opera stars here, you've got to know them this afternoon, this evening, are Nicole Carr, who plays Fiordiligi, Luca Pizzaroni, Guglielmo, Serena Malfi, Dorabella, Ben Bliss, Ferrando, Heidi Slover, Despina, and Gerald Finley, still glittering as Don Alfonso. You know, it's been said by some critics that this is a very dark opera, given its undercurrents of misogyny and cynical attitudes towards relationships. But Mozart's lighthearted music doesn't seem to indicate that he had any personal worries. I'm just wondering how you think of that in terms of the cast point of view. Maybe we could start with the 2 characters who personify perhaps mostly amorality of the libretto, Heidi and Jerry. Jerry, what do you think?
Well, I think the complexity of any relationship is always worth an opera in itself. And the fact that we have 2 couples who are potentially going to go through the changes of fidelity, it's Mozart, although for me the Mozart, you may have read it in the program, I think the music laughs all the way through. And I think in some ways that's the moral key here of just, we've got to grin and bear it sometimes in those most beautiful moments between the couples when they're singing their hearts out to each other. Somehow we're all stepping back and then as observers, we're taking a big breath and saying, that could happen to me, but if it didn't go well, I would have to laugh about it. It's the only way to survive. That's, for me, what Cosi is about.
And Heidi, as Despina, what do you think?
I think life is very colorful, and all relationships come in different shapes and sizes and different permutations, and this is shades of green, for instance, and I think this opera represents things that happen in life, and it's neither good or evil, it's just, this is life, and life is colorful.
And our 2 sets of couples, how do you, Nicole, what is your take?
Well, I mean, I think Fiordiligi really is, she's kind of the moral compass of the show. She really is not going to fall, she's not going to fall. And there's one really poignant line when she's talking to Despina and she's like, I don't understand how in one day a heart can change. And I think Mozart really taps beautifully into the emotions that we can feel because, it's possible to have feelings for someone else and it's possible to be with someone else. And, I think writers over the centuries have known it. So it's very interesting to portray it in, different eras and different settings.
What is your view, Serena?
Well, I actually try to be always a strong Dorabella. So, of course, you have to think when the opera was written. I have just one thing that I hate to say in this opera, I have to tell you. It's when I had to say, che domanda ridicola, siamo donne. What a stupid question, we are women. And I had to say it always. But of course, I try to be always strong, it's always me that I decide what I want to do.
Gentlemen?
It's hard to separate any work of art from its creators, and of course Mozart's score is brilliant, and there's laughter in it, and there's pathos, and there's love, but I read a couple biographies of Lorenzo da Ponte this year, and I encourage you all to check this guy out. He's the librettist who wrote the words, and the guy was an absolute gad. He was chased out of several cities in Europe for debt and philandering. He was giving Catholic mass next door to the house where he was living with a married woman and gambling away all of his money. Then he was chased out of Europe entirely, moved to Queens, opened a grocery store, that went out of business, opened the first opera company in North America, that went out of business, and along the way he angered someone so much that they gave him some kind of medicine to cure a sickness that he had, but he had, made that person angry too, so it turned out that medicine made all his teeth fall out. So there's laughter in it, and there's, lest we take ourselves too seriously, we have different shades of reactions to this wild story throughout, and it's a lot of fun to play with.
Luca?
Being Italian, I take everything seriously. There's absolutely nothing funny about this, in my opinion, altogether. Nothing. And actually, my take on the role is actually he believes that women are not faithful to everybody, but not to him, because he's such a great guy. And so, and in the duet, in fact, I am the only one making a commentary about, can you believe what she's doing? While these two are actually in love for real. And at the end, I'm so hurt. And I think I am a little Don Alfonso, because after this, the opera is over, I'm like, I'm done with women, and I'm certainly done with these people, and I'm bitter. That's my take on it, because he takes it so personally, the fact that she's unfaithful to him, in my take.
I always think that this opera should be called Così fan tutti, because also the men don't think about it for a second. They're like, oh yeah, should we bet on our women's fidelity? Yeah! And Così fan tutti would mean not women are like that, but just everybody's like that. Because we are.
So, nobody comes out of that well.
No.
This production is probably the most unusual Cozy production, or I shouldn't say that, maybe we've been in more unusual productions, but it's certainly a different one, and with its Coney Island setting and the performers, the circus performers who you have been rehearsing with and performing with. What has that been like? I know, Serena, you actually get to pet Cupcake the snake. Did you have to rehearse that one?
Actually, I've always been afraid of snakes, and now I'm petting one. And it's kind of cute, I have to say. They're so soft. It's amazing. It's amazing to try these things. I mean, I've never seen a snake so close, and now I'm just petting. Great. Hair.
A life-changing experience. You get to sing the most difficult and demanding aria while floating in circles in the sky. How was that, Nicole?
It's something. I came for the first day of rehearsals and they're like, how are you with height? Oh no. So, and how are you with running around? So come in and out the doors all the time, and then Pepe and Tal were going around in the wheel. Actually, we did it 3 times in one day. By the 3rd time, I was feeling quite seasick. But it's a beautiful view that I get of the entire audience while I'm up there, and I think it's very lovely. I know that it moves quite a bit, so I don't want to have people afraid of it moving too much. But it's fun. It's fun to do.
It must be quite challenging, the kind of almost slapstick kind of antics with the motel room doors flying back and forth. Was that particularly difficult, Luca and Ben, to...
Well, it took a little bit of time to... It's all about timing. And so, at one rehearsal, I remember before this aria, I went through, and then I heard, and I thought, oh, Cherry, it didn't get through. and now, you pay attention that not only you get through it, but your colleagues, they can make it safely. It's just you have to practice, and eventually, you know the timing, and you know when you have to do it. I think the best is when it looks natural, and it doesn't look like we're actually paying attention to what we do, but actually we do. We are like...
It feels a little bit like we're channeling our inner Three Stooges in that scene, crashing through the doors at the same time. And I gotta say, I love trying to think about our craft and what we do is, it's Mozart and it's high art and it's Gesamtkunstwerk and everything like that. But I like to try and hold on to the idea that it's showbiz, and the lifestyle that we all lead as singers is, we're on the road 9, 10, 11, 12 months a year, a few weeks here, a few weeks there, and it really is kind of a throwback to old school showbiz, like vaudeville or something. And especially having all of our Coney Island people here, it's such a different vibe in the room, and it's so wonderful to see them do all the things they do. And I just let my mind go back and think that I'm some traveling vaudeville guy singing in little holes in the wall here and there. It's a lot of fun.
Well, certainly, from what I know about Mozart, in his day, he was very much into the idea that art was meant to be enjoyed in a very real way, and certainly, I'm sure, I can't say for sure, but I would imagine that he would think this production would be right up his alley. So Heidi, for you and for Jerry, what as the master manipulators of the action, what are the most enjoyable parts of this production?
Chocolate.
Yeah, I think just the fact that we had this chance to develop this relationship together, and that it isn't just about me wanting money from him, but that we actually have a real long-standing relationship together as a couple, and always trying to one-up each other, and yeah.
Yeah, I have to say that just following on to our co-conspirators, shall we say, a remarkable troupe of performing artists who take unbelievable care of everything that they do. They were in rehearsals long before us. They would rehearse on days when we had off. So perfecting their timing and their craft and everything was so meticulously rehearsed and delivered, as it has to be for these, as you will see in some very dangerous activities going on stage. And I'm full of admiration actually for them, for driving literally as co-conspirators with you and me. I mean, it's been a real team effort for us all to get that all in place. And I have to say for the stage crew and stage management for getting all this stuff in the right place at the right time, bang on the point of the music. And anyway, it's been a great, because he's often a very isolated opera. You only have 6 people in the rehearsal room for a lot of it. But this is a great production to have so many wonderful performers.
Well, of course, and certainly it's also must be quite tricky. I know you're working with very closely with Harry Bickett, the wonderful conductor, who would be with us if not for the fact that he had to run off to conduct another opera. he's been conducting 2 operas at the Met simultaneously, Agrippina and this one. But I imagine the sextets in particular must be very tricky in terms of ensemble singing. Is that musically the most challenging, would you say?
I feel like in Mozart, it's a trick it's a challenge to say, well, this part's not that tricky. It's all tricky. And then the ensembles are the balance and the rhythm, and I would think that's really one of the, hopefully something that no one notices, but one of the most difficult things is being up here and acting and being in the moment and getting your vocal technique right and everything, but then also trying to look at your soprano in the eyes while you're singing about how much you love her, but keeping the conductor in the corner of your eye so that you can continue what's not actually a duet. It's actually an ensemble with 100 people in the pit that are 40 feet away. It's it never gets old.
One of the other things is that within the ensemble, Mozart never stops the drama. He's always got the characters commenting on actually what is going on, what might go on, why they're going to do what they're about to do. And that, for me, is a hugely rewarding thing in an ensemble. I mean, Verdi got very good at that, but Mozart started it with the idea of moving the drama forward. He had good practice in Figaro and Don Giovanni ahead of this, but these ensembles are just glorious to sing because you're lost in the actual theatre of it as much as the singing.
Why don't we just shift gears for a moment, or a few remaining minutes. This cast, with the 6 of you, are typical of a Met international cast. We have 1 Australian, 2 Italians, 2 Americans, and a Canadian. So because we at the Met we look all over the world for the greatest singers, and we're very happy to see that we have 6 of them here today. I think it might be interesting for the audience to hear a little bit about each of you in the few remaining minutes. I mean, Nicole, you're from Australia, as we just said.
Yes.
You made your debut last season.
I did, I did a WEM here.
As Mimi La Boheme. And your husband, Etienne, Dupuis is currently starring in Figaro. So, and you have your child, who's what, 6?
He'll be on 3 this year.
3, sorry.
Yeah.
So what do you do when you're not singing in the same opera house in terms of childcare?
Oh, that's difficult. I mean, we were really lucky in that my parents and Etienne's parents have travelled a lot with us. Actually, Etienne's parents are here today, which is very nice. And so we're really fortunate to have that. But it's a question that we have to ask, and it's something that we talk to our agents about, and look at our calendars to work out, where we we've been really fortunate, especially here at the Met. You know, they're a very understanding company, and so quite often, if I've been offered a contract, they've looked at other productions that might be around that Tim might be able to do, and vice versa. But it does come that we're apart, and you know, hopefully we'll find a really nice nanny somewhere that might want to travel with us.
We're delighted to be both here together. Luca, you were singing Figaro in Marriage of Figaro earlier this season, and of course you sung many leading roles at the Met, beginning with your Met debut in Clemente di Tito in 2005. You were born and raised in Italy. What was your route to becoming an opera star?
Oh, and it's very boring because I grew up in Busseto, so it's Giuseppe Verdi's hometown. So it's like if one guy was supposed to become an opera singer, it was me, because I was listening to opera since I was 9 years old, and at 11 years old I saw a commercial on TV with Pavarotti singing Vincero, Vincero, and I looked at my mother and said, that's it, that's what I want to do. And I was lucky enough that I got to study and become a singer. You know, it's the best thing, because for me singing is like I can tell you things that I cannot express in any other way. And so you have no idea what it means to be here and to do something and have you either laugh or cry. It's the best feeling that you, as a performer, I can have.
Have you sung Nessun Dorma yet?
I'm not.
Too early.
And Serena, you grew up in Italy as well, and what made you become an opera singer?
Actually, in my family, nobody's a musician, nobody's a singer, but Napoli, as you know, everybody sings in Napoli. There are great voices and great musicians from Napoli. And of course, also when I was 5, 6 years old, the first approach to opera that I had was watching the 3 tenors in television. Because of course, in my family there was nobody who was a musician. So yeah, that's true. That's the thing.
That's
Yeah.
great. And Ben, you're from Kansas.
Yeah, actually.
Homegrown.
Yeah, I'm from the same suburb as George Stephen. She grew up about a mile from my parents' house.
Okay.
So that's when I first saw my first Met HD broadcast. It was her with Juan Diego Flores in Bar of Seville. And at intermission, she said, "I'm Joe Stephen from Prairie Village, Kansas." And I about fell out of a chair. I mean, it was crazy. But my mom is the longest tenured member of the opera chorus in the Lyric Opera of Kansas City. So I grew up going to the opera all the time as a kid and hated it. We would often get free opera tickets on Sunday afternoons, and they were in the middle of Kansas City Chiefs games, which is a problem for me. But I went to college. I got really interested in filmmaking, and so I went to Southern California to study film and kind of did opera on the side as a hobby, and the choir director kind of twisted my arm into being in the opera. And then I moved to Los Angeles after college and worked for several years at Paramount Studios on the Dr. Phil show, which was educational. And it turned out that really brought my passion for music to the forefront. I really missed it and started studying again, and that was about 10 years ago.
And Heidi, you made your debut here as Gretel in Hansel and Gretel a few years ago.
Yes.
And you're from Wisconsin?
I'm from Wisconsin, but I live in Berlin, Germany. I've been there since 2008. I moved there for a fest position at Deutsche Oper. And Gretel was...
Which means a member of the company?
Yeah, a member of the ensemble there. And I was in the ensemble for 6 seasons. And Berlin is my home, and I don't plan on ever leaving. And Gretel was a wonderful debut here because I'd already sung it in German at Deutsche Oper. And I think I had maybe 3 days of rehearsal before my debut here.
Here you're practicing in English.
Exactly, in English. An amazing production, the Richard Jones production. And I started off as a pianist, and I never enjoyed performing as a pianist. I had such nerves. And I went to college to do choral education and environmental science. Started singing, and the very first time I had a solo, I felt emotionally and adrenaline and just feelings I had never felt before performing as a pianist. And I thought, okay, this could be it. So.
Well, it's a great story. And Jerry, so you are the grand statesman of the singers here on the stage today.
Yes.
Having made your debut in 1998.
That's true, but I was just a young boy.
Just the young people. And next season, we just recently announced our season next year, and you're doing is that yours? we'll be over in a second. So next season, you're doing the rare double feat in our new production of Don Giovanni, of singing both the Don and Leporello, but not at the same time.
Yeah.
But at different points during the season. How do you feel about that? Are you excited about it?
Well, I'm really looking forward to it. In fact, the first Don Giovanni that I saw, not long after my debut here, was Samuel Raimi and Ferruccio Fulanetto. And those running performances, every other performance, they switched roles. And it was fantastic to see that sort of double act happen, because many producers enjoy the fact that Leporello and Giovanni are perhaps two sides of